What you doing there?
Making things tight.
Won another auction, but unfortunately it's up in Tipton, California, which is a bummer. I guess I didn't really look and see how far that was. I thought it was the other auction house that's only an hour away. Stop laughing.
Oh, look at me. I just buy so many tools. Ooh, I won another auction, but this time, oops, I didn't look to see where it was, and now it's f***ing far.
You can't cuss on my channel.
You can bleep it.
Ugh. Anyhow, it's 2.5+ hours away, which is a real bummer. And unfortunately, I had to borrow another trailer because my trailer is occupied with another piece of equipment that's broken. And now we have another piece of equipment that's broken. I got a new control board today that I thought I was gonna be able to use, but it is also broken. So I've changed all the hydraulic lines on this. There's a whole video series about that. And unfortunately, we gotta get it off of there. So I have an empty trailer to go to Tipton. It's up a little far. I'm hoping that I can kind of reach with the forks and drag it back, but we'll see. So here we go. It's 8:45 in the morning. A little bit early for us, but also not so much now that we have animals.
Excited for what you bought?
I am excited for what I bought. There's still one thing that I really wanted that is the last tool that's missing in our arsenal. Today we're picking up a sheep's foot compactor, which is something that I've always wanted. Especially because I've just been moving so much dirt around. So that's going to be great. It's used, so hopefully it's not going to take much to get that working. The next thing is a boom mower. So it's a mower way out on a boom for doing like hillsides and stuff. So that'll be pretty helpful, I think, for our property. The next one that I just kind of threw a bit on that I kind of cared, but also kind of didn't really care about was a concrete mixer. When we had to mix concrete, luckily we borrowed a mixer, but I think having one on the front of the tractor and being able to take it to exactly where you need it and not have to do a bucket brigade is pretty helpful. So that could be awesome. And then the last thing, which I've wanted for a while, is a jackhammer.
Yeah!
For breaking concrete, breaking rocks. There's some bedrock on our property. There's some bedrock spots on our driveway that are predominantly stubborn spots that we've never been able to smooth out. So that will be nice to be able to do that. Now that they're all no name except for the compactor, but we've had mixed luck with that in the past. We have a brush cutter that was kind of my fault for it failing, but other than that, that was okay. We had a vibrating compactor, a smooth drum that is 100% garbage from the manufacturer. I've worked on fixing that. You've probably seen some videos of me working on trying to get that working, and it just kind of barely works. I'm not sure what that needs to totally get that running 100%. And then we had a trencher, which the trencher has worked great so far. Put in a lot of stuff around the pasture with that. Also brought a broom. Broom works great. We have the rock sifter, which was kind of junk. Just not as strong as I was hoping it would be. What else? What else did we buy? I feel like we have more attachments than that. Oh, rototiller. I have 2 rototillers that I bought by mistake, and I haven't tried either one of them.
In 1 mile, exit right to exit 77, Avenue 152, then turn left.
There they are.
We made it here.
So, what do you think? We go 1, 2. How many people ahead of us?
Let's hope just a couple. Well, we've been here an hour and a half waiting in line, and there was only 2 cars in front of us. If we would have got here later, there's a huge line now behind us. So I think there's just 1 guy on the forklift today. So I don't know if it's better. Of course, there's an airplane, so. And he's crop dusting. Oh, another one? Awesome. Haven't been out at all until I started rolling. So anyhow, we've been out here an hour and a half waiting for our turn to get a forklift spot. You know, we waited 13 days after the auction to come pick stuff up, and we typically come and get stuff within the first couple of days. Is the way we've got the last 2 auctions. We thought maybe this time we'd wait towards the end and see if that's any better. I'm guessing no, because instead of having like 4 forklift drivers, they have 1. Maybe this is just this auction spot too. It's a bummer to just sit here and wait 4 hours for someone with a forklift. I don't know if there is a good footnote to future Bob, but hopefully we're next, maybe. So,
There's a bee in there.
and now there's a bee in the car. Awesome. While I was waiting for the forklift drivers, I took a look at some of the equipment they had left there, and one of them was the smooth drum compactor, same brand that I'd bought, but I noticed some improvements or some modifications. This appears to be a pressure regulator, which probably keeps the motor from going over speed, which is the problem I've been facing on my compactor. Now we're waiting in another line. I think Richie Brothers is allergic to being efficient. We literally just have to leave, and it's taking them like 20 minutes per vehicle to sign them out. It's not like they had a ton of stuff. The dude who was just up at the front had 1 thing he picked up. So I don't understand, and it's like this every time. There's a massive line. It takes forever to leave. There's a huge line behind us. I don't get it. I don't get what they could possibly be doing. Anyhow, it's like almost 3 o'clock. Look, we're moving! Yay! Waited like an hour and a half, hour and 45 just to get a forklift guy, and it turned out that there was only 1 dude running until the line got super long, then they brought somebody else out to help. He was nice. I gave him a tip. Tip your forklift drivers.
So out of 5 stars, what does Richie get today?
Richie gets like 1 star today. This is a 1-star Richie day, but even on a good day, they're like a 2.5 star. We've never had a super great experience here.
Like a beaten dog, we keep coming.
Yeah, this is the only place to kind of. There's like 1 or 2 other smaller auction houses, and you know, none of them are better. I mean, we've gone to one other one, and that wasn't any better. Same experience. Now they encourage you to bring your own forklift, and I'm sure that that would have helped one part of this, but not the leaving. Clearly we're still stuck leaving and registration when we pulled up, so that really wouldn't have solved too much for us. Anyhow, it's a bummer. We'd really like to get back before it gets dark, and we just need to get the goats put away before the coyotes get them. Also, another thing that I always forget about, when you're loading stuff up, they're putting rocks all over your tailgate. So just make sure you clean those up. Be a good person. Clean those up because they will end up on people's cars, windshields. So, I don't know, we spent probably 20 minutes cleaning rocks off the bed, trying to make sure that we weren't going to drop any along the way. Hopefully a smooth trip home. We will go down the road a little ways, and then we'll stop and we'll check all the straps. And we might do that one other time if things aren't looking okay, but we like to generally check the straps a couple of times just to make sure nothing's really moving on, especially the freeways aren't in the best conditions here in California, so you really get bumped around. We've had a couple times where things have come loose, but luckily we have 2, 3, 4 straps on each item that normally gives us enough backup that if one strap comes loose, you're fine. Let's get going. What is happening? On the grapevine.
At least this trailer isn't like the other one where we would be fishtailing side to side. We're just bouncing up and down.
Yeah, you're much better.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Pretty violent. So I just wanted to take a second to address this. Yes, this is caused by an unbalanced load. I felt safe enough that I was continuing though. What was making this worse is that we're going up an incline and I have that jackhammer on the very back of the trailer, which is putting a lot of lifting force on the rear of my truck. I didn't feel like it was getting too bad, and it only really was noticeable when going up this incline. So I felt safe enough to continue at this point, but this definitely is an unbalanced load, and there's really nothing I could have done about it. Maybe if I would have put one of the attachments in the back of the truck, that would have helped dampen this a little bit, but it is what it is, and we made it home safely. A little late. The girls are not happy about it. Hey girls, come on, let's go to bed. Come on.
Okay, you're clear.
One down. 2 down.
so stupid. Oh, so stupid.
All right.
Here we go.
Wow. All right. It's in position.
Okay, you gotta go up a little bit more. No, no, don't tilt. Up. Okay, you're clear. Back up. Keep going. Keep going. You're good. Keep going.
Wow.
Okay, you're good on the front quarter. Keep going. Almost there. Okay.
So you're probably asking, what did I pay for all this? So let's go through a quick breakdown. The Bobcat pad foot compactor was $2,100. The Wolverine concrete mixer was $1,500. The Top Cat 48-inch boom brush cutter was $1,700. The TRX HB750 hydraulic hammer was $2,500. Then we had auction fees on top of that of $780. Then taxes of $664.97 for a grand total of $9,244.97. And with that, I think that'll wrap this video. Please consider liking and subscribing. It doesn't cost you $1 and it helps me really grow the channel. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. We're going on an adventure today. Oh, shit. Things are falling. Okay.
You seem like a bit of a...
It probably smells these sweet apples and cheeses in here. This cheeses, wines and cheeses.
Chuck it! Chuck it real good! It's gonna be funny to watch you play that. Your boobies jiggle.
This fucking sucks. It's bad enough. It's like, do we have a flat?
I mean, they all look good on this side.